Welcome, beautiful people, to season 2 of Jahmi Rock's Jottings, the seriously silly space for intentional musicology, sonic joy, and the kind of reggae insight that'll keep your mind rocking and your thoughts swaying. I'm your host, Jahmi Rock, aka Raquel Bernard. Let's jam our way into the heart of how reggae becomes a way of knowing, a reggae epistemology. Today, we'll break down reggae epistemology, what it means to know through reggae music, why it's important, and how it stretches beyond mere sound waves into deep knowledge about history, politics, the body, and liberation itself. But first, a little foundation. What is this epistemology I'm talking about? What in the world is epistemology? Epistemology is a big scholarly word for the theory of knowledge, especially regarding methods, validity, and scope. Or to put it less stodgingly, it's how we tell the difference between justified understanding and mere opinion. It asks, how do we know what we know and by what means? Now let's talk blues epistemology. Before reggae, there was blues. And before reggae epistemology, there was Clyde Wood's blues epistemology, the theoretical powerhouse at the root of everything I want to say today. Wood says the blues epistemology is a long standing African American tradition of explaining reality and change. This form of explanation finds its origins in the processes of African American cultural construction within and resistance to the antebellum plantation regime. In other words, blues was born where pain and joy collided, an oral tradition that became an entire system of understanding, mapping, and resisting the structures that tried to keep Black voices silent. Blues epistemology is, first, an indigenous knowledge system rooted in working class Black life. Second, is documenting histories of place, social protest, freedom, and resistance. Third, it's interdisciplinary. History, policy, philosophy, geography, art, dance, poetry, all fused together. Fourth, a corpus of knowledge embedded in literature, performance, music, and ethics. It's a tradition of relational knowing, individual and collective experiences merging into codes that shape daily life, organizational activity, culture, religion, and social movements. Blues epistemology is powerfully place based, born of local geographies but able to connect people across space through shared experiences of oppression. It's liminal, moving between worlds, pushing back against anti intellectualism, dysfunction, and the negation of Black humanity. Now let's bring in the reggae epistemology. So, what happens when we turn our ears to Jamaica and let reggae do the knowing? Consider reggae epistemology as a Jamaican tradition of explaining reality and change, rooted in the processes of Jamaican cultural construction and resistance to both colonial and neoliberal structures. Reggae is more than music, it's social theory, politics, history, resistance, and cultural affirmation all in syncopated step. Just like the blues, reggae epistemology connects histories, places, resources, struggles, and victories, and encodes them inside language, rhythm, and performance. It's about chanting down Babylon, the system of oppression, centering the lived realities of Jamaican people, especially those on the margins, and using music as a revolutionary weapon for truth telling, community building, and world making. Think reggae, place, and liberation. Reggae epistemology is tied to notions of place, Trenchtown, jungle, Kingston, as well as to global diasporic connections. It's not just about Jamaica, but about how reggae stretches out to London, New York, Toronto, and beyond, always bringing with it the attitude, the politics, and the history of resistance. Reggae lyrics and the sound cultures around them tell stories of poverty, police violence, spiritual hope, and communal dreams. These songs are knowledge. They map the structures of feeling, reveal the pathologies of postcoloniality, and they chart the future through rhythms and vibration. So think a bit of this here as we close the session. Reggae as sonic knowledge. To round us off, reggae epistemology is collective, lived, embodied, and always in movement. It's a tradition that affirms culture, confronts injustice, and imagines a new society with sound as a tool of transformation. When reggae speaks, it teaches. When reggae moves, it liberates. When reggae systems boom, entire landscapes tremble because they carry both encoded memory and world-shaking possibility. So listeners, sing, dance, and listen deep, because reggae epistemology is not just a philosophy, it's a way of being, knowing, becoming. A journey to liberation and joy that everyone is invited to ride. Stay tuned for the next episode, where we'll be stirring the pot and riffing on the sonic roots of resistance. Keep your thoughts silly, your spirits deep, and let the reggae wisdom roll. Jahmi Rock out. Big up.